Let's go through just a little bit of his recent bleats about E. Jean Carroll. Take a look at this. So you see there, just scrolling his feed, bleat after bleat after bleat. Long messages that he writes about her, snippets of interviews that she's done over the years, screenshots of tweets that she's sent out that have nothing to do with him. And it just goes on and on and on. In 20 minutes, he sent more than 37 messages about her. And I honestly don't even know if that's the most that it's been. This happens every single day. And I don't know which is worse. If he's the one doing this, the former president of the United States is every day just perched on the toilet, sending message after message about her, or if he's paying someone to do this and someone's literal job is to smear a writer who he sexually abused. But it's one of those two things, and I'm not a huge fan of it. We can, as we talk, we can go through a few of these, but just like, it is so weird that he continues to be worshiped, David. This is who he is. This is a guy who's just running from a lifetime of crime and abuse and fraud. And it's not just that he's tweeting about this. So many of his followers, that's what their life is putting out videos of her and making memes of her, that he has drawn his whole cult into his past crimes.
And Donald Trump depends on people like Alina Habba to enable this, right? Because Donald Trump says, oh, she's a lawyer, but she's a lawyer who is obviously a terrible lawyer, real estate lawyer, as I mentioned. She's the sort of person who's not gonna say, oh, maybe Mr. Trump, maybe you shouldn't do this because it's gonna cost you more. We're gonna get sanctioned by the judge. This is a bad trial strategy. Instead, she is part of the game. She recognizes she doesn't wanna be the person to say, no, Donald Trump, you can't do this. She wants to be somebody who says, oh yeah, be who you are, because that ingratiates her to Donald Trump. It gives her more power, it makes her part of the inner circle. And maybe if Donald Trump wins, maybe she becomes a White House counsel or attorney general, who knows? But she's not gonna be the person to say, oh, wait a second, Donald Trump, I need to protect you. That's not her job. Her job in her mind is to enable Donald Trump to be himself, to reaffirm that, yeah, it's okay to punch back, to counterpunch at E. Jean Carroll, to tweet rage at her as often as you want, because this is unfair and you need to strike back. Any lawyer worth a penny would say, no, don't do that. You're only killing yourself in terms of your trial strategy, but that's not what Alina Habba is about. She's about ingratiating herself to Donald Trump, being as a sort of sidekick and possibly riding it right into the White House.
Yeah, and in the end, maybe she won't be worth a penny. Maybe she won't be paid a penny. It is Donald Trump after all. Working for him is a major financial risk. Maybe she'll be disbarred as a result of this. That's happened before. In any event, we're gonna see about whether he testifies. We're gonna see how much he can, ramp up the amount that he's gonna owe. We're gonna be tracking him. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.